Good morning, day, night, evening, afternoon, guys. Welcome to yet another Grim Dawn stream. Today we're gonna check out, rather continue this AVB Nightblade. I am technically already like able to go to ultimate, right? Because I killed Logorian, but the character is far from ready for that. We're gonna like finish all of normal difficulty, maybe like farm a good gun, and you know, properly convert this to a acid ranged ABB build. That's like one way you could do it. The other way you could also do it is just keep on like playing any like code 200 item, or of course like convert it to like dual wield Nightblade at this point as well. Would be totally feasible, even earlier of course as well. So we gotta defeat who and what. Actually, I didn't even do Theoden yet, right? Yeah, let's like catch up on like all of these quests a bit. But yeah, let's finish this act first. Yo, Lucky Luke, Melax, welcome guys. Hello. What build? Well, so far I'm playing a ABB Nightblade, right? But I probably, just like with the other builds, I'm gonna only push to like the end of normal, and then like try a different build for like normal leveling. I'm not quite sure yet which class and like which skill I want to try next. I mean, there's like many things that I want to still do and that I still like want to work on. I kind of want to postpone stuff like Aether Ray and so on until maybe like another patch for channeling abilities. And I also... There was like one other thing that's probably gonna happen. Let me check again what it was. Right, so apparently like Blade Arc, like cooldown Blade Arc is getting like a buff, possibly. And what else? Actually, ABB is possibly getting like a buff too. We'll see. Like what I'm playing right now could be buffed, who knows? At least it is on the playtest right now. Also cooldown Promise Strike getting a small buff, whereas like spam Promise Strike gets like a small nerf or like stays about the same. I mean, that's fair. I'm gonna go like over here, right? Where the fuck am I going? Tier list? Oh, that's a pretty old one. That is a pretty old tier list, not gonna lie. But I mean, still, like, I guess not all too inaccurate. Grim Dawn meta doesn't. I mean, it does change, but it's kind of like slight changes for now. Like, things of Asakarn, things might change like a lot. But yeah, I mean, Fast Strike got buffed on this patch, right? So I kind of like wanna see like how Fast Strike feels like for early leveling, like with no Blackwater Cocktail at all, for example. Because I mean, usually I always level everything with Cocktail, right? But kind of wanna try a like pure Fire Strike character. and see like how does and see how that feels like right now. Also, I got a level like Necromancer and Oathkeeper at some point, and Soldier, I guess, too. Man, Oathkeeper is just like, I don't know. I feel like every single class is gonna be better for leveling than Oathkeeper. Like, even Berserker, it's not gonna change that. Like, it's not gonna be worse than... Like, no way it's gonna be worse than Oathkeeper for leveling. Like, early levels at least. Like, pre-Virus Might, for example. Oh yeah, there's no shrine here. On normal at least. Yeah, welcome on, welcome on. All is well indeed. I kinda wanted to, like, I mean, finish this Nightblade either way and then play some playtest. But I don't know what's going on sometimes. Like, whenever Zentai says like there's a new playtest, sometimes it for some reason like takes forever until it's like actually live because of, I don't know, Steam issues, maybe like Steam verification issues, I don't know. Are Blade Arc builds really that good? I think they're definitely, like on certain classes like Death Knight for example, I think they're really good, yeah. Can't reason it over Savagery, Force Wave, Cadence. I mean... It has like inherently better AoE. And on certain classes with certain items it has like better itemization. I think for endgame, like it kind of depends on like the itemization class that you're playing, right? But yeah, by default it's like always worse single target than like Savagery or Cadence, but like better AoE. And then like with certain builds, certain class combinations, it can become like better than either. In my opinion, like for example, I think on Commando, like Blade Arc, Fire Blade Arc can be like very good, or on like Death Knight, like Physical Blade Arc is, it's at least like easier to build, right, than like Cadence. The problem is like Death Knight does have like Warborn Cadence as a build as well, and that's pretty good too for single target at least. Other than that, I mean, Blade Arc can always like play it as a cooldown ability, which is pretty good for like internal trauma builds with like Targal set, or pretty good for like bleed builds, like Bleed Waters for example, right? You can like use Savagery and Blade Arc, like Blade Arc as a nuke and Savagery as a pillar, for example. But you're right that overall it's not really the best like skill, I would say. It does have like comparatively better damage for like one hand and shield, I think, compared to Cadence most of the time though. Like maybe Kraid should like try to focus more on like one hand shields, Blade Arc being good, I don't know. When it comes with like when it comes to like new optimization and so on. I mean, like for example, Spell Scourge, or like Spell Scourge set for Battle Mage is a one-hand sword and board build, and that's pretty good. Yeah, if you want like a easy to put together, well-performing Blade Arc build, then I would definitely go with the Death Knight. If you have like more items available to you, then I guess something like Blood Wager, Water, like Bleed build, or Humanity's Hours, or like a Space Scourge Battle Mage, for example, is a overall like better build. Okay, I gotta say my damage is not as good as like on, for example, Dreams of Eye build, right? But I mean, it's still totally acceptable. I think it's, I mean, still better like single target than Penalty, right? Yeah. Even though Penalty got like buffed like crazy and it's arguably one of, if not the best Arcanist leveling skill right now, it's single target is like still lacking a bit, which is fair, right? Mauritius, Shazba, welcome guys. ABB is pretty good when you have double hugger and enforcers. Yeah. I mean, those are like dual wield endgame pistols. Yeah. At that point, it's really good for sure.
We've been prepared. I'm talking about the.
Tell me. So.
Alright, so the side quest 2. I feel a little bit rusty today, I'm not gonna lie. Like, I didn't play Grim Dawn since Monday, which was, well, like almost a week ago. Didn't have like much time to play any games, but played even less of Grim Dawn. I heard Dynamite Chest is the best way to get Eldritch Essence. I think farming Nemesis, or like rather actually farming high Shattered Realm Shards is probably even better. But they did buff the Dynamite Chest quite a bit now. So... I don't know how good Dynamite Chests are really actually at this point. They definitely got buffed though. For newbie... Yeah, I guess, yeah. Don't do it in normal though, like just... I don't think you need like any kind of farming in normal, really. At least no like red material farming, really. If you're doing the ultimate though, that's fine. Hello. Yo, Captain Kinney, welcome. Level 45. Wait, what do you need to farm Eldritch Essence on at level 45? Like, what do you need to farm it for? I mean...
Good, you're back.
Baked cooked tight.
Yo, Scatterbrain, 2 years already. Welcome back. Thanks for the 24 months. How you doing, man? Welcome back. Movement emblem thingy. Oh, okay. I mean, yeah, either dynamite stuff or killing anything in Forgotten Gods. Like, if you already like played through all of Forgotten Gods, then I guess like just killing Korvac should have a decent chance. Actually, I don't... I guess dynamite throws are the best way. At this point. Are you playing Kingdom Come? Come Little Human? Yeah. It's a good game.
Was the mission? I always knew I had it in me to tell somebody else to do something.
KCD2, yeah. And from what I've seen, like, it looks pretty good, but also it kinda reminded me of just the first game. Like, is it really like that much I mean, it's... And the first game was pretty good. It had, like, bugs, but it was still, like, a lot of fun. I did play, like, KCD1 as well. And to me, KCD2 seemed like a overall, like, smoother KCD1. But to be honest, like, it didn't like grab my attention all too much. I mean, if you haven't played KCD1 and or you would like to play that game again, then KCD2 is awesome, right? But like watching gameplay, I've heard like, I already like play literally the same thing. So I'm like, eh, I don't know. It didn't overly excite me that much, to be fair. But that's obviously a good game. Because the first game was good, but a bit buggy, and the second game is like the same, just less buggy. And I guess better as well on top, so that's good. I do have like terrible armor, right? I need to like upgrade my armor somehow. I mean, helmet is out of the question, we have to like just refarm this item. Chest, pants... My boots are honestly kind of good. Okay, I mean, for shoulder I could just like play Praetorian, I guess. Like just find Praetorian, right? Just get it. I mean, it's a good item, so... Mystic of Amarasta's Flurry. I mean, that's pretty juicy too, isn't it? Oh shit, my chest gives me like so much poison rust right now, that's actually insane. I mean, these two swaps would be kind of fine, but... Poison rust is suffering a little bit, which isn't great. I could like try crafting another Legion belt maybe. Or just get lucky and get like a good gargoyle belt. Bounty Hunters is kind of decent, but already outperformed by Praetorian to be fair. Any ring suggestions for 8th Ray Spellbinder? The one that gives you like resistance reduction, and like another legendary that gives you like casting speed, I think. I forgot the names, but Eternal Haunt, something like that, maybe. It's one of them. Yo, Merc33, welcome on. The 6 builds you show never play video, you mentioned leveling as dual wield is different. You should never play video. Mentioned leveling as dual wield is different. I was considering rolling Nightblade next. Do you go over leveling your video, or is there a TLDR? Wait, different to what? Like different to what I'm doing right now? Or different to whatever the guy did, whose name I don't want to name? We could also like just play these, right? These are decent too, but I mean there's like a random drop. Dude, my pants are so good. Like, it's not even funny. They're so good. Can trauma and retaliation be big damage bonuses? You can play retaliation builds, yes. And you can also play internal trauma builds, yes. But it's not something you just tack on top, it's something you kind of like want to focus on. Especially retaliation is very gear dependent though.
Good, you're back.
Poida the Drunk, welcome on, thanks for the prime. Welcome, welcome. Welcome back. A smoother KCD1 is pretty accurate. Combat is a lot better, the story side quests are also very good. Alright. There's a couple of other good Chaos Fire sets for Pyromancer. Yeah, like Emperor Knight for it. About to hit 100 in your Pyromancer, any tips on what direction to take? Currently using Sigil of Consumption with Thermite Mine and Mortal Trap, but it doesn't seem optimal. Chaos Pyro is fine. I like you actually play Chaos Pyro. But you gotta have like good itemization for that too, right? I mean, one of the classic like the endgame Pyromancer builds is usually like Dark Blaze, which is like a Chaos Fast Strike build, like a pistol build. But I can also like totally see some like caster Pyromancers being very good for honestly like both Fire and Chaos. When I made a Valgur build. Nice. Stake was focusing too much on Siphon Souls when you should have went for Storm Totem instead. Yeah, Valgur is a totem set mostly, like first and foremost really. And maybe Sigil too. Don't attack her when she has the red aura glow around her, by the way. Don't do that. Maddie has a pretty cool Chaos Canister cocktail doing both with Pyro. Yeah. I can see that being good as well, for sure. It's probably gonna be like... kinda... Is that a conduit build? Or like Chaos Canister Bomb? 64 acid rest for Hidden Path, that's gonna be a bit janky though, right? I think Chaos Pyromancer is probably one of the best ways to like level up a Fire/Chaos Pyromancer. Because of things like the Scepter, right, and so on. But... actually min-maxing it can be pretty like costly itemization wise. Wait, these guys shoot fireballs? Wait, is that new? I thought they're only like chaos bolts and like green like poison bolts. Like these guys have fireballs. What? Is that new? I think I just like didn't play this game for almost a week and I already like forgot all the abilities in the game. What the hell? Ay. Okay, he's dead. This guy's like a side quest guy, right, that you can just skip, but has a pretty interesting item as well if you play like a Chaos Inquisitor at least. Should I farm Dynamite? You should never ever farm Dynamite in this game. What you should do is you farm Aether Crystals, right? Actually, if you're a normal, right, like at some point you cannot farm Aether Crystals in the Warden's Lab anymore. But if you still can, like Warden's Lab, and then you like go back towards Underground Transit, there's like a bunch of like Aether Clusters that you can like just basically hop from one cluster to the next one, like farm Aether Crystals. And then you can use Aether Crystals to craft, what are they called again? Like the bigger Aether Shards, yeah, right, these here. And then you can use those to make Dynamite. Right, every smith in this game, except for the one Devil's Crossing, can craft Dynamite, I think. So like just go to any smith that's not in Devil's Crossing and... it's kind of like a 1-to-1 conversion, right? It's gonna like need some more iron buds to craft, but otherwise every single Aether Crystal will translate to, well, 1 Dynamite, and Aether Crystals are a lot easier to farm than Dynamite. Like I see people like doing like mine runs and stuff like that for Dynamite sometimes, and like I'm like just like, what the hell are you doing? Like it's just a waste of time. I mean, unless you really hate Pod Velbury and you're too high level for for like Warden's Lab. But I mean, if you like too high level for Warden's Lab, you could just like do Warden's Lab on Elite as well if you want to, right? Okay, and that's like in the top 6 builds you should never play. Okay, let's see. Where am I saying that? So there was a battlefield. Depends here at the level because 135.
Highlighted with the green outline on the image now, and always invest in the protective utility skills.
Oh my god, can't believe I'm watching his video again.
Highlighted with the blue outline, like the Veil of Shadow.
Also, he doesn't provide like any way on how to level it, because dual wield Nightblades, unlike other builds where you just have like a main skill and you just max it out and then you have your damage, dual wield Nightblade builds work a little bit differently when it comes to their damage, especially while leveling. So he probably doesn't even have any fucking clue how to level this because he didn't do it properly. Chill out, holy shit. I mean, why the fuck does he have like maxed out Ring of Steel when like Ring of Steel like only scales with one weapon when he's like dual wielding, right? Like, what the hell, man? I mean, okay. I'm gonna make an updated video about this, like probably right before Fangs of Astakarn. But until then, I would say this at least like still provides like more or less a step-by-step guide on how to level a dual wield Nightblade instead. At least better than whatever he was doing. Still amazed they added that church to put with the lower left overwork. Yeah, I mean the whole of Grim Dawn is very like lore intertwined. I really love the world, like it's well together. Don't worry, man. No worries. It was a good video. Like it was a good video to trash on, let's say it like that. Am I gonna play the PoE Scuffed League? No. I don't care about PoE 1, to be fair. If it was a PoE 2 league, sure, I would play it. Or like any PoE 2 patch, I would maybe play it, but PoE 1, I don't care. I would probably play Last Epoch over PoE 1 right now. But, I mean, that's not saying like PoE is a bad game, it's just, I don't know. Can't get myself to play it when like Grim Dawn or PoE 2 or even Last Epoch exists, to be fair. But it's like obviously balance wise and so on, and like content wise in a way better like spot than PoE 2 is right now. So if you do care about the game, it's obviously a lot nicer to play right now. Da-dum. What the hell? Oh my god. Dude, pathing in Craig's Crags is like almost as bad as an Steel-Cap District. Almost. Not quite. I'd rather play D4 than PoE 2. Feels horrible. I kinda like the combat actually. I don't like the endgame combat all too much, where like you just one-shot everything. But until then it was kind of fun. The main problem I think is that the balance is terrible and there isn't nearly enough like classes or skills or items that you can play right now, or like weapon types and so on. It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to participate in such a shit show. You think it's gonna be a shit show? The event? I don't know. I mean, it's still PoE1, right? Like, it's not... It can't be... I mean, okay, they're like reworking all... Like, not reworking, they're like replacing all ascendancies with like other ascendancies, right? Yeah. I mean, in a way, I think gems or like sockets in PoE 2, like not being linked to itemization is kind of cool, but on the other hand, it feels a bit weird that it's like easier to 4-link like 50 skills than to like 6-link one single skill. And I don't know about that. Like PoE 2 socket system is, I think, like it's more, like it's definitely like better for the casual player, for sure. But I think for endgame, it doesn't seem that good. Like it seems a bit weird to me. Yeah, but you can still have like 25 links basically, right? Or like how many? I don't know, how many skills can you use in PoE 2? Like 13 or something like that, or 10 at least. Maybe like 13 on a gem link. I mean, I think 6-link being rare is fine, but like... maybe not actually. Okay, like the thing is, if 6-link was not as rare, then instead of like everybody running around with like 10 5-links, everybody would be like running around with 10 6-links, which doesn't solve the problem that I'm like trying to hint at here. Like the problem is, in PoE 1, you had a certain amount of max sockets in general, right? In PoE 1 that doesn't, PoE 2 that doesn't exist, so like every build like runs the same skills, so like more so than PoE 1 feels like. Like that's more like my problem that I'm having with that system. I don't care about like the rarity rate of like 5 or 6 link, like it's ultimately just a matter of time whenever you get there, but I think the system itself is like cooked, like undercooked or overcooked, whatever, but definitely undercooked, I would say. Oh shit. Don't try to fight a sentinel like next to its crystal all too much. I mean, I guess on normal, it doesn't matter all too much. So why the fuck am I even doing this? Am I like stalling? Maybe I'm stalling. You don't have to do this quest line in normal now anymore. You can just do it in ultimate only. But it can be like still nice to like explore new places, especially when you're like new to the game. And you get like one more skill point a bit earlier as well. Stalling going to ultimate, never. It's okay, that's kind of rare, but it's too rare. Love the technical aspect of PoE 2, the end game is even worse than PoE 1 though, yeah. Also, I like it when the game respects the little time I have to play. I mean, did PoE ever do that? I guess PoE 1 does a bit now, more so than PoE 2. What's the best way to farm vanilla rare mats? Probably also dynamite chests at this point. Oh hey, I guess we just like fixed our resistance problem going to ultimate by, well, using 2-piece Praetorian. Such a new and novel way to fix your resistances. Just get the items that you need. 2-piece Praetorian by level 51. I mean, it's a classic, I guess, at this point. I mean, if you're like an end game, right, you just like farm Shattered Realm for like any kind of mats, but if you're like at some point in the early, like a normal or an early ultimate, then I guess you try to like run dynamite chests, or you can also like just try to kill like one specific guy over and over. And then there is a secret blacksmith in the necropolis, right? Like if you have found a smith here in Necropolis, he can actually transform hearts into brains into bloods. I don't know like in which order exactly, but he can like transform those three into each other. In for a short build check. Yeah, sure, why not? Elementalist. Was das Stunjacks? Das ist Stunjacks, isn't it? Yeah. Quick jacks. Got 13 points in Urzen's Wrath. Is that your only source of damage reduction? Duncan or Angram as blacksmith. For endgame, you kind of always want Angram. On normal difficulty, it doesn't really matter unless I think you're like playing a Fire Strike build. Like they both have like some unique items they can, like not uniques, but like, you know, like, well, in a way they are unique, but they're like green items that they can craft. And the like Duncan can craft like a pretty good Fire Strike pistol. So if you want to play a Fire Strike build, that might be your choice. Prime Strike Elemental is still good? Yeah, it's totally fine. Oops, where the fuck am I going? It's totally fine as both ranged as well as melee in my opinion. 6 is the max? 6 skills? I mean 6 sockets, right? Like, but skills you have more than 6. You have like 10 or something like that. And if you're like gemmling, it's like 3 more. Let's drop a portal here, there's a shrine inside. But I do want to go back and sell as well. Crucible is faster. I think like loot per minute, they're about the same. Crucible is more punishing though, because if you die, you lose the run, whereas in Shattered Realm, if you die, you can try again, right? You don't actually lose the run. I think, like, fully juiced... Okay, if you have, like, a fully juiced Crucible character, I think, like, Crucible, if you, like, run it properly, is, like, a tiny amount faster. Yeah, like, a tiny amount, like, more efficient. It's like very, very close. Alright, Blade Guard leggings. Actually, wait, these are only pierce and physical, no cold damage. I mean, 15% physical resistance is so huge, though. That's still insane, like... Still crazy insane, actually. But then again... 15% physical resistance at level, like, 50 is... If this was, like, an endgame item with, like, endgame armor, it would be insane for endgame, but... At level 50, it's not even that good. Because it has, like, not the best resistance values, or like armor values. It's not even that good, actually. It's kind of funny. New DLC isn't even listed on Steam yet. Grim Dawn, like, Crate rather, I think never really like lists stuff in advance until it's like actually ready. They don't do like pre-order and that kind of stuff. They just don't do that. We could also like just play this one actually. It's a rhyme thrust of attack. It's pretty good affixes. And I think it does come with like some cold damage by default and like, well, being in a monster frequent also like some additional resistances. It's kind of like a caster chest, but I can like easily get to the spirit amount that we need. When is Fangs of Astakarn gonna be released? We don't know yet. There is no ETA still. Is it worth dismantling green items? No. I would even go as far to say it's only worth to dismantle like purple items, like legendary items only. But if you want to, you can also like dismantle blues, sure. Kinda like depends what you want more, like materials or money.
Any leaks on Fangs? Will and baby nafet or zami mate Tavergan sucks?
Yo, Frazidark, welcome on. Thanks for the sub. 14 months already. Wait, holy shit. Over a year already. Honestly, I have no idea about Fangs of Astakarn. I was expecting to be able to like play a new like version of the playtest today, even on stream, but Steam's apparently being slow with their updates. So yeah. If you like only blow up purples, right, and no blues, you will soon like swim in money, and even after you buy like all blueprints from like all factions ever, you're also like still gonna like eventually swim in money, right? And then you might like wonder, wait, why the fuck does he like tell me to like dismantle only purples and like sell all blues? Well, because ideally, right, for endgame you also want to like craft, for example, stone plate greaves, and you want to craft like a shit ton of them, and they will need only scrap and money. That's like one of the reasons. But I guess it doesn't really like matter all too much until endgame, and like pre-endgame you, well, need money mostly to buy like all the blueprints from all the factions, to be fair. No love for guns. Sometimes I feel like if Grim Dawn gave guns as much love as you want them to be given, it would just be PoE, right? And we all know like melee sucks in PoE, right, compared to ranged at least. So I don't know if that's like the way to go. Guns suck. And do they like actually suck though? Or are they like just very slightly worse with the advantage of being ranged? Like, I think gun builds should be worse at everything compared to melee. Except for maybe like movement speed. Because I mean, you literally range and you're not getting hit, alright, ideally, so. Increased healing effects does also include lifesteal, yes, that's true. You're wondering who's gonna be the next big threat in Fangs of Asakarn? I mean, look at the devotion page, like the devotion screen rather, and take your guess, right? It could be any of these entities. Could be anybody here. A freaking turtle, yeah. If you die in Grimdawn, you have to play Slam Warrior in PoE 2 to redeem yourself. Can I play just Slam Gemling instead? It's more fun. No? Fuck. Why Warrior, man? The entire Warrior class in PoE 2 right now, like... I don't know. Why does it even exist? When you can just play a Gemling instead. Oh, did we get what we want? Oh yeah, we got what we want, right? Oh shit, but it's of Thorns? Oh my god, dude. And it does have Chaos Rest though, and it does have like slightly more armor. So it is an upgrade. But of freaking Thorns? Like, come on. I really wanted to enjoy meta in PoE 2. I do enjoy meta in PoE 2, actually, unironically. I do think it's a fun playstyle. It's just like a bit slow and... well, unless you play like Herald of Ice, I guess. Hello, hello, hello. And also, yeah, you just don't play Warrior, exactly. You play something else instead. We kinda saw Ugol at the Tomb of the Heretic. Yeah, who knows, maybe we're gonna fight an avatar of Ugol. That could be a decent idea. A decent guess. What are my game setting, graphic settings? It's like this, yeah. Dude, I don't understand why the fuck they stopped balancing the game, like, huh? Like, who the fuck is like playing PoE 2 for economy, or like to grind to like the absolute like max in a flippin' like early access beta that's gonna change anyway? Like, I don't get it. Yeah, actually, I think I'm gonna do like a fast strike leveling after this, or maybe this is family matter. Oh shit, okay.
Have you executed?
Welcome back. Welcome.
Welcome back. Welcome back. Welcome back. What do you think of Trolls and Skyshard builds? I think Trolls and Skyshard is still solid. Wait, are you fucking kidding me? What's happening? Collect the sigil of the 3 that I like somehow throw it away, huh?
Your fate was written.
Wait, who am I sided with here? Did I flip and throw it away? Oh, oops. I guess I threw it away. For whatever reason. I saw your bird and went speechless. I mean, Stagex Elemental is fine. It's a fine build. I got sidetracked though, you're right.
And so he was. When Dravis. He was. When Dravis confronted.
Okay, when Dravis confronted you, you got confronted. Okay, yeah, I do see like some things that I think can be changed though. I'll talk about them in a second. Season Blade Spirit. Alright, anyway, let's continue this. Right, we have to still kill Korok. The Blitz Beginner Warlord Guide saved you from a lot of frustration. That's good to hear, man. Glad you enjoyed the build and the guide. Even coming from PoE, this game feels more complicated. I wouldn't say Grim Dawn is more complicated than PoE, it's just different. It's differently complicated. Like, it's also complicated, but different, like in a different way than PoE. And like some things obviously like translate over, right? Like PoE and Grim Dawn are both RPGs, and they have like both like similar ways of like scaling damage, etc. But also very different. I mean, PoE 2 is very shallow, yeah. Compared to like Grim Dawn and PoE 1 right now, I would say, because, well, there just isn't that much in the game yet. Like, we have a third of the classes, we have a third of all items that are supposed to be out by 1.0 for PoE 2. We have like a weirdly scuffed endgame. Balance is like all over the place as well. So yeah, I prefer PoE 2 gameplay wise, but balance wise and like variety wise, it's pretty bad. And I don't know why they're like saving all of their balance like for a big patch now, when they could just like keep patching the game every now and then and like keep the game interesting, but I don't know. In PoE 1, any ranged attack can pass through mobs with one support skill. That's true. That's maybe also why it's OP as fuck in PoE 1. Grim Dawn, you rely on weapon pool skills, or you have no AoE. Yeah, that's true. And I think that's also fine. I mean, or you play Promise Strike, right? Or you play Promise Strike Druid and you have 100% like 100% pass through in every single hit. Yo, Niger. How you doing? I mean, Amarasta's Blade Burst has like terrible single target though. Compared to like actual single, like good single target skills, right? spear proc any good? Yeah, I think it needs a buff.
I am sorry.
Like either the nodes before the spear proc or like the spear proc itself, like, are just a little bit underwhelming. Dodge the kidney stones. Ideally also dodge the jump, I guess, but if you have enough damage, you can just kill him. Didn't create buff spear recently. They maybe like buffed the skill actually, yeah. Like not the nodes, that's for sure. They should have buffed the nodes too, I think, in spear.
After all these centuries,
Yeah, ABB is like arguably one of the weakest single target skills for endgame. I mean, it's fine for leveling, obviously. Especially on normal. But for endgame, like, ABB is... yeah. I still gotta try out like a proper ABB build with like the ranged gun though. Like, maybe that's actually good. Well, yeah, but like range, like default attack replacer attacks are way more damage single target, right? So it's like weaker AoE, but like better single target. And there's always like a trade-off. I don't know. I think it's fair. It's the same for melee though. Like, if you're playing melee default attack, you also have 0 AoE unless you have weapon pool skills. It's the same. How would I distribute my attribute points? It kind of depends on the build, of course. In this case, it's like 2-to-1, 3-to-1 physique to spirit. I would say like a 2-to-1, like 2 in physique and 1 in either spirit or cunning is what most builds should probably like do while leveling. But again, like it depends on the class and the build and so on. Yeah, the single target's like not that great, right? Oops, compared to like runes, for example. Spirit scales your magical damage, so everything that's not like cunning scaled damage. It's everything that's like not physical, fierce, bleed and internal trauma build damage. Right, so cunning gives you internal trauma damage, physical damage, bleeding damage, and pierce damage, right? So if you're playing those damage types, you never want to put points in spirit and only in cunning and physique, unless you need like spirit to like wear some rings or amulets later on. I think like the maximum you will ever need on spirit ever is like 400, right? If you're playing like a non-magical build, like, you will never need more than 400 spirit, or 394, I think is the number. If you're playing a magical build though, you might want to put some points in cunning to like wear a dagger, and you might want to put some points into cunning if you have like terrible offensive ability. But ideally you want to get offensive ability without having to put points in cunning, but cunning does give you offensive ability, which, well, in some situations makes you want to put like points into cunning over spirit. But usually you want to like put points in spirit, right, for magical damage and also energy regeneration. And well, you need physique to like equip armor, and you also gain defensive ability and slightly more HP from physique than from like cunning or spirit. That said, like some builds, especially like arcanists, have like percent spirit scaling in their tree, so they like really benefit a lot from like putting points in spirit. So I think like at least when you win max for damage, the ideal arcanist would like to, like the ideal magical damage dealing arcanist would like to put all points in spirit except for what you need to equip your gear, which you would need to like put in cunning and physique. But in some situations that like leaves you with like no HP or like no DA at all, and then you just die, like you're literally last cannon, so. Again, like it depends, right? We must do not put all points into one attribute blindly. And what I would like recommend you if you're like new to the game is try to have like around like 5 attribute points unspent. So you can like always react while leveling. Say you like get a new like piece of armor that like requires physique, and you don't have enough physique and you really want to wear that armor, right? Then you can like spontaneously, well, put more points into physique. Or, I don't know, like the same could happen for cunning or spirit as well, right? So it's always kind of like nice to have some points like left over. What's the best class for Blackwater Cocktail? For Fire Blackwater Cocktail, the best damage class is probably Shield Breaker, so Oathkeeper Secondary, or... it's probably Shield Breaker, right? For damage. For, like... I personally like Sorcerer. Like, arguably more. Because, like, Arcanist also scales the fire damage pretty well. And... well, Arcanist gives you, like, some decent, like, defensive tools as well. So my, like, TLDR would be... you play Arcanist if you want, like, a magical caster that has some, like, better defenses for Blackwater Cocktail build, and you play Ancient of Attack. Wait, that's like a literal upgrade. Like, literally the same, just better, right? Holy. Nice. Or you play, like, Shieldbreaker, right? Like, Shieldbreaker is straight up, like, the most damage for sure. The set for Cocktail is with Chaos. You can also play that same set for Fire, actually. You don't have to play Chaos. Stonehide of Haste is also kind of nice. Because it does give me like a ton of poisonous, right? I mean, that said, I do want the Chaos Rust too. Okay, if I was to like actually make this character ultimate viable, right? Then I would need to try to overcap these by 50%. Elemental is fine. Poison is like far from fine. Pierce is not quite fine either, and the bottom row should be like 25% overcapped. Which we're like not quite there yet, right? Kinda far from it actually. Kinda far away from that. Okay, what we can do is like try to refarm rings and hope for better affixes on rings with like higher resistances. We can refarm pants, we can refarm helmet. I mean, helmet is kind of fucking bad. And also, why do I have a level 7 amulet? What is this? What is this? Also, these are resistant of Scorched Runes, so they have a lot of resistances, as the name might suggest. Including Poisonous, which is honestly like really important right now. Okay, sell all this crap. Aggressive with the Drangul would be kind of nice if you like just needed offensive and defensive ability and no resistances. Becomes better later. Right now it's kind of garbage though. Yeah, I mean, if you play like spam Cocktail, I think Inferno Knight is like the best set for that, right? But if you want to like play like cooldown Cocktail, then... and you can also play Inferno Knight for that. But Blight Lord is better. Even for Fire. Like for Burn. Okay, this like actually mostly gave me elemental stuff, right? So it has a bunch of resistances. Okay, Pierce was also good. Oh my god, this is so bad. Ay, ay, ay. If you're still around a bit longer, we can look at it later, okay? I mean, you can just put it in chat either way. Blight Lord is kind of a weird set. Blight Lord is a... It's a really good set actually, Blight Lord. Can play fire, vitality. It's all around a very strong set, I would say. Oh shit. Do I have to go to ultimate to farm this ring actually? Because it's like level... Oh, it's level 10 area, right? Forget about that. Well, I would have to like do it in elite, I guess. Okay, how do we get Elena's necklace? It's honored. It's an honored quest, right? Ay, ay, ay.
Ah, yes, it. Oh, of course. Ah, hello there, friend.
Ah, yeah, shit. Oh my god. This is like where you go to elite actually, to do Act 1 in elite. I guess this is like one of those instances where you do that. You get honored with Black Legion for fully completing the flippant campaign though, which is interesting.
I'll give you a good price on that.
Like you would buy those, right? You would do that. Oops. I guess you can like recraft the belt, right? Legion belt. Legion Waistguard is the same as this one. This is level 35, this is level 50. It's literally the same otherwise. Let's like craft some of these now. How do I not have any serrated spikes, dude? What the hell? That's weird. Of readiness. That's OA and DA of ruinous physical damage. Menacing is like a rare prefix that also happens to have Chaos and Bleeders, I believe. It's not too bad actually. Also has like, I don't know, some other stuff on that name. Okay, let's like make one more. Starboard is defensive ability, also percentage defensive ability, so it's kind of bad for this level. So let's not use that, right? Spikes are always low. Interesting. Okay, so we have way too much fucking elemental dress. We have no enough of that. Not enough of all of this. Did we get like a good Nightblade relic? Like Death Chill maybe?
Gotta be more scrap metal.
Is there even like a good Nightblade acid relic? There isn't, right? Like not a tier 2 one at least. I mean there is for endgame, but... there's one more thing I wanted to do, and that is Ancient Grove, right? I haven't done Ancient Grove at all yet. And I mean you don't have to do Ancient Grove of course in normal, but... If you wanna play... Actually, hang on, I wanted to also maybe like change my boots right from Homestead. If you wanna... Death Chill is good enough. Or cold. Like if you wanna play like... These Legion Greaves are like as good as my current boots, right? It's kind of funny, I found boots that are as good as Legion Greaves. Like usually Legion Greaves are really good. But these are actually just as good. It's kind of funny. They're literally like the same. Death Chill isn't really Nightblade relic. I mean, that's true, but it's still fine, right? You could also play like these two instead of 2-piece Praetorian, right? But 2-piece Praetorian is... Right, is that better or worse? I mean... Obviously Praetorian has like 10%, 15% physical resistance for some reason. But otherwise... This is almost better, right? Like the Aether rest is higher, the Bleed rest is higher, the Vitality rest is lower, okay. Chaos is like really high now. Could like switch this to a Purified Salt. And then we have basically like these two fixed. I mean, The Fire rest would be below cap though. These both give you Elemental rest. And the Pierce rest would also suffer. Okay, I mean, I guess Praetorian is just like Praetorian, right? Like, Praetorian is really, really fucking good. But if you don't get Praetorian pieces, you could always like use the Legion pieces. Like, these two and the boots, honestly, like, all three are really, really good. Like, Black Legion has insane gear for level 50. It's just insane. Okay, let's go to Ancient Grove though,
Left of my wares.
and see if we can get a like good
See what
gun maybe. Any news on Fangs of Astrakan release tomorrow? Hooray! I don't know. There's no real information. No real news. Ancient Grove is still a bit risky with melee, yeah. And you only have to go all the way to the shop, right? You don't have to do the actual boss. Which is indeed, if you don't know the boss mechanics, pretty risky as melee. And you gotta like learn it eventually, right? You gotta learn it on normal before doing it in ultimate. There's also a Rhine in here, isn't there? And you can scam this guy to give you a skeleton key, right? Without even going to the dungeon if you don't want to go into the dungeon. But like going here is always worth it. But on this guy we're actually gonna go inside the dungeon too, right? Grasp of Unchained Might. That might be good for Nightblades if you play pierce damage. Wait, it actually doesn't have any pierce damage. Wait, is it only pierce damage on the mythical one? Doesn't it have like Ring of Steel bonuses? I guess only the mythical one. This is like a Blade Arc glove at level 50. What the fuck? Oh well, okay. A Blade Arc glove with casting speed. A Warcry that doesn't need casting speed anymore because it has no longer an animation. That's funny. Yeah, I usually I always skip Elite now. There's like some rare instances where, like maybe for example on this build, to like get some more like high level reload rings at this point, where you could like go to Elite to refarm the rings there, but I don't know. You could just also like just farm them on Ultimate instead. I think it's fine. Isn't he playing the weapon for Vitality Doombolt? Yeah, he is, right? The problem with channeling, channeling skills in general is you don't want to stop channeling for anything, right? Not even for Doombolt, kind of. But I don't know. But big Doombolt numbers. I guess. Okay, there's a shop here, right? And this shop always sells you like these guns usually. And I mean, you can like play a Corrosive of Blight or Corrosive of Alacrity. I mean, wait, that's funny. At this level, the Buy Launcher has no poison damage. It only has flat acid damage. And the Buy Launcher of Blight, like of Blight suffix, gives you poison damage with increased duration, but no acid damage. But instead it gives you vitality damage. Like, what the hell? What is going on here? Oh, because it's like skill points to Ravenous Earth, I guess, yeah. Dude, you need to like make a rare suffix or rare prefix for like every skill in the game, right? That would be cool. It would be horrible to like try to farm what you want them, but I think it would be fun. Wait, why does this Alchemist Scythe? I just realized this. Why does the Scythe have plus 30% increased stun duration? It doesn't even say like increase, it's just like plus 30% stun duration. What kind of... is that like for Primal Strike because of the Thunderstruck prefix? What? Interesting. Okay, anyway, I mean, you buy like one of these guns and then you play one of these guns, right? That's like an alternative plan on how to play this build. I mean, let's try the double magic one. We just stopped here, we don't do the boss, I think. Instead we... well, we have a weapon now that we could use. And I think now you try to fix your resistances for ultimate, which you do by farming gargoyles from totems, probably. Because you do want to get like a better helmet once again. And you could also farm pants from Drig or Solar. I mean, I'm pretty sure we want solar pants actually, because they have Aether resistance. Surprised I didn't go Baligor. Yeah, I could also play Baligor for this build, that's true. Yeah, Baligor is Astring of Steel, but it also works for this, I guess. Thunderstruck of the Fox. It's not too bad. Okay, let me show you Balagor. I think I went there, right? I went to the flippin' march, but I didn't kill Balagor. Like, what the hell am I doing? Trolling, right? Alchemist's Scythe is unironically like the best weapon for cold ABB though. Like it just is, right? Because it has like 45% acid to cold conversion. I mean, Thunderstruck prefix is obviously bad, but if you get like double cold, it's like real good actually. Otherwise, this is a cold blitz item, but if you play a soldier, I guess that's kind of cool to have on top. I don't know why you want to like play soldier for ABB though, that makes no sense. And you just want to play like an infiltrator, I think. Because, well, the only like great cold dual wield, or like cold ABB build in general, usually involve Inquisitors with like Guardian Enforcer guns. Or maybe, oh, lucky Mistborn Talisman right away, by the way. So this is like one that you could play if you want to like play acid two-handed Nightblade, right? You could play like Balagor's Crusher. Which is a fine item too, right? That's obviously leans towards Witch Hunter. Just like the gun does too. Right, like both of these work really well on Witch Hunters. And you could even like use them interchangeably, right? Like you could like use Balagor's Crusher in like one hand and like switch over to the gun. That's actually something you can do, right? Which is interesting. Kind of like reminds me of Promise Strike in a way. I mean, in a way, like ABB is the Promise Strike of Nightblade. Except it doesn't look as good and you can't spam it. I mean, you can with very specific endgame items, but you can't like this, right? I mean, the gun is just the best item, right? Because it has like cooldown reduction, like 0.6 second cooldown reduction to it as well. It has 1.8 seconds recharge by default, so it like literally like reduces your cooldown by 33%, which means a what, like 50% damage increase basically. Yo, Micmac Twitch, welcome on, welcome on. Like Balagor's Crusher is, I guess, like still nice to have. Like if you wanna like weapon swap and you wanna use Shadow Strike, then you could have this like in your main hand maybe. Or like in your offhand rather. Actually, with Plague Bearer's prefix, that's kind of funny, right? You could like Shadow Strike to apply the flat resistance reduction and then like switch over to the gun again. And then you wouldn't have to play like something like Manticore for flat resistance reduction, right? That's kind of interesting. I don't know about reliable, but it's definitely interesting. Okay, where's the best place to farm like totems? It's like Corvin City Rift, I think. Like Corvin City Rift and then like go back. Yeah, if only like weapon swap was as smooth as in FoA 2. Like weapon swap in Grim Dawn can be used for some builds. Like it is a possibility to play that, like to play around that. Is it really viable and like really nice playing around that? Not really. But you can in specific situations. Okay, totem is over here. It's kind of far, but okay. I think we have to like do Forsaken or Ancient totems. I don't think the normal default totems even spawn gargoyles, do they? Yeah. Like, exactly, like in Diablo 4 or in FoA 2, you would automatically like weapon swap the second you like press the skill. Which, well, is also why weapon swap is so good. in those games and not in Grim Dawn. In Grim Dawn you always have to like press the skull, like the weapon swap button first yourself, right? Or did I even have it on my build? I don't know. Did I press it on... Did I put it on G or something? Switch weapons U. Oh. It's on U. Pog U. Oh, I don't have a second weapon right now. It also used to be even worse because like things like these auras, like Imbued Silver's aura, for example, would have to be like manually applied. Now they automatically apply, which means weapon swap is a bit more viable than before, to be fair. Oh, that's a beast totem? Wait, what the fuck? You don't want beast totems. Oh, it just didn't spawn or what? Praetorian Face Guard? Okay. Xanta said like, oh, but like on a new character you're not gonna have like Praetorian set. I literally have full Praetorian set at level 53. What? Oh my god. Would this like actually fix my stuff for ultimate? Like, okay, maybe I don't play this hammered. But you kinda have to, right? It's like too good for ABB. Like you have to play this, right? It's too fucking good, man. Is there life leech cap in this game like there is in PoE? No, there's not. Enemies have leech resistance instead, yeah. Also, leech in this game is instant, not over time, which in most ways is also stronger than with PoE. I mean, in very few situations it's arguably weaker because... But I mean, yeah. It's like can't spread your regen out over like some time, but in general like leech is very very strong in Grim Dawn, yeah. It's on average definitely stronger than in PoE. Yeah. Yeah, there's some ways to get like life leech resistance reduction. So in that way you could like then again like reduce the leech resistance of enemies. And if like an enemy has like 95% leech resistance, right? Obviously only getting 5% leech resistance reduction means you're like leeching twice as much now, right? Against a certain boss. It's a very rare stat, mostly available to vitality builds. But it does exist in certain situations. I mean, it does exist in the game and it's like good to use in certain situations, I mean. Okay, maybe this is just like a bad spot for the rift. I mean, for the totem rather. %93% of the highest value? Yeah, maybe. Okay, like I say, yeah, if it was like 90%, you would need like 10%. How much is Ratosh? Ratosh is like 10%, I think, on max level. Maybe even more. But yeah, you like pretty much only pick Ratosh if you play a Vitality build. You can play Ratosh in some Aether builds too, actually, but it's not that... I mean, it's okay, I guess. Okay, I do not know these totem locations that well, do I? I knew them when I made like the one guide for totem farming, but not anymore. I mean, I guess totem farming also like involves a lot of resetting, right? You like check out whether or not you see the totems, and if you don't, then you reset or something like that. And also ideally you like use some Shadow Strike skips to like get to the locations where the totems spawn quicker. I gotta rewatch my own guide, yeah, honestly, like... Yeah, like any like leech dependent Aether build can make use of Ratosh for sure. I even like played Ratosh on like some Aether Ray build, I think, at some point. Okay, let's not get baited by the Savage Totem again, right? That one obviously cannot spawn gargoyles. Also on, like, if you're not a two-hander, right? Then spear is even weaker. Like, spear is better with a two-hander. Is that the weapon damage from the skill? I mean, the skill itself might need another buff though. Gargoyles are a pain to farm, yeah. And in the Season Act, it's a bit easier, right? If you're playing the Season, it's a lot easier, actually. But right here, it's just a pain, man. Where else can they spawn? Is there like a totem in Sunbane? No, this is like a beast totem only, right? There's an Eldritch totem in Karen Docks, I think. Yeah, in Season, compared to here at least, it's like you go. Okay, that's a Savage one though. Isn't there like a... There's an Eldritch one that can like spawn around here too, right? I guess it didn't spawn, but... Oh, what the hell, dude? I mean, otherwise you could also farm the last area, right? The very last area before Korvac. There you have at least some guaranteed like gargoyle spawns, but... If you're playing on normal and not an ultimate, there's gonna be like 2 gargoyles, right? And not a single elite on average. I mean, you can at least like listen to Korvac saying, "Come little human," I guess. Like it's like 2 gargoyles, right? Like 2 white gargoyles that probably can't even like drop any MIs. Like GG. Nice spawn rate, right? Oh, 1 yellow one. He can actually drop something. Technically, he didn't, but technically he can. You picked up a strange key. Oh, actually, I think I have a strange key too. I can show you. Oh, now you go back to the elite, but there's no way to take another strange key. You use the one from normal in... the one from elite in normal. Oh. I mean... That's unlucky, I guess. Wait, can't you still drop it? Oh shit, Gargoyle Waste Guard. Oh, I mean, that's pretty good too, potentially. You can still like farm some like random cultists in Act 1, right? Like near the one house, for example. I think they can still drop the key as long as they don't open the door, right? Yeah, I'm pretty sure they definitely should be able to, yeah, 100%. Like, the quest is not the only way to get the key. You can also get the key from like, Altus in Act 1, I think. Those are the shoulders. Yeah. It should work like all the quest items on this game. Which means they will drop until you finish the quest. And opening the door is like the end of the quest. So it should definitely drop. If things continue like this, you're gonna be able to play Thanks about the Karn before Titan Quest 2. Wait, what? Do you have any Titan Quest 2 in use, Micmac? I think it's not only the Bloodsworns near the door, also others, but... the ones near the door can definitely like drop it quite a bit often. Like, quite a bit, yeah. Okay, no drop here, right? Oh. I forgot if I reset or not, let's just do it again. When is Titan Quest 2 coming out to early access? Shouldn't it be like soon? Didn't they say like at the end of this winter? Which would be, well, within the next 15 days. No news at all. Oof. Titan Quest 2 tomorrow, hooray! I mean, it's like, those devs, right, they've never done an ARPG before, right? And they're probably underestimating how much work an ARPG is. Like, literally every studio is, right? Like, I feel like all of them underestimate RPGs. Will I play anything PoE1? No. I don't think I will ever play PoE1 ever again, to be fair. I mean, I know it's a good game, right? But, and it's probably like overall like in the best state it ever was, but I don't know, I just don't care, I guess. I'm gonna play PoE2 whenever they have like an actual patch that's like worth playing, like a 0.2 patch for example. And I will play Titan Quest 2 and I will play probably Last Epoch Season 2 as well. But PoE1, I don't know. For some reason, that game... I don't know. Okay, maybe I'll play it at some point again, I don't know, like never say never, right? Like, PoE1 can be fun too. It can be fun too. Titan Quest 2 released? No, not yet. Not even in early access yet. That's the sad part, right? I hate PoE1 because balanced around trade. I mean, PoE2 is also balanced around trade though. But PoE2 like feels really, I don't know, like it just feels more modern, I guess, and the combat feels really, really nice. PoE2 is a bit less balanced around trade, I guess. PoE2 is just about like, it's balanced around like equipping Herald of Ice, I guess. Right. Yeah, true, like crafting PoE2 is also like another issue with the game. All games need to be balanced around WASD and thumbs. Thumbs up for that one. Haha. You can fit both thumbs into what? WASD was such a huge change. I think I don't like WASD actually, but I would play WASD for channeling skills. Like for moving while channeling. That's like the only way I would like play WASD. Like moving while shooting, I thought it felt better to not use WASD for that actually. But moving while channeling is like literally impossible without WASD, so it would be nice, like imagine Grim Dawn, right? You can use Flames of Ignifar, Aether Ray, and so on, like also while channeling. Like move while channel those, right? Would be cool, but maybe next year, right? Maybe next decade. Surely Last Epoch Season 2 is not going to be another server disaster. I don't know, I'll play it until I get kicked out of the server, I guess. At least. Jeez, this is so bad for like leveling too, right? I'm getting barely any levels here. Starward Protection. Why is it of thunder? Like, isn't this supposed to be a cold belt with like cold affinity? Oh my god, dude. What pants did I get here? Aggressive or Shattered Reality? Huh. levels. Oh, they're level 60, right? I forgot about that. Who bets on dupes in new LE season? I mean, I'm gonna bet 100%. That's why I'm not gonna play trade, right? I just wanna play SSF. Dude, they could have like finished flipping like all of their campaign and like done like all of their skills for all of their classes instead of like doing multiplayer for LE like with flipping servers. Like who even needs that? I mean, I know like many people need that actually. Otherwise they would have like never played the game in the first place. But solo 7 enjoyers like myself, right? They would have preferred 11th-hour games to, you know, just have a better single player experience. Right, but maybe next year.
How long did they think this would
You play only Merchant's Guild. That's the reason you uninstalled Lassipok. Well, if you uninstalled Lassipok because of Merchant's Guild, maybe don't play Merchant's Guild. But I guess you wanna play trade, right? Oh, dupes. Well, yeah. I don't know. I mean, there's like RMT and PoE as well, right? So there's no news on Grim Dawn 2, so it must be cancelled. Yeah, Titan Quest 2 is also cancelled, right? Because we didn't get like news for like 5 days. Titan Quest 2 is cancelled. RIP, rest in peace.
come, little human. I is queen.
People are rolling their own shit? What the fuck? That's the Oathkeeper belt. Okay. Huh? Okay, dude, like... Yeah, these guys, like, please drop their helmet again. Just play a WoW. Dude, all the games are so crap. Like half the streamers, I feel like, are suddenly, all of a sudden, like playing hardcore World of Warcraft again. Like, what the hell? Is there no other games to play, or what's happening? Like people are like back to their OG addiction. It feels like. What the hell? Modern game is so garbo right now. Sanch. Just play Grim Dawn forever, right? Grim Dawn 1.0 forever. Is that like why people play RuneScape? Because they have like big dick nostalgia. Or old games. Mountain Blade Warband forever. Like where the hell are those totems, man? I should like look up totem spawns. I should like watch my own video. Holy moly, man. It's so sad to watch. RuneScape is an actual good game. That's why they play it. Okay, but like what do you do in that game? Okay, I've like never played RuneScape myself, so I guess I wouldn't know. Come on, gargoyles, drop your loot. Gargoyles Visage, let's go. Is it an... oh my god, dude. Oh, it's the other one, never mind. Like, I'm trying to get a better one, because my current one is of thorns, and this one is of fucking thorns. I mean, it's not the one I need anyway. Insulating of attack. This one has fire rest, doesn't it? It does come with chaos, I mean aether rest though, which is good. Kingdom Come Deliveroo is kind of good though, that's true. That's true. Maybe I'm like getting old, man. Like I watched gameplay of that and I felt like it's... Like I literally felt like, wait, I already played this game. Because I played like KCD 1, right? And KCD 2 seems like the same game, just... I mean, obviously better, but still like the same game, right? And since it's like a RPG and not like an ARPG, I don't know. Alright, let's reset some more until I'm like level 55 at least. So, until I get to play the gun. That's how secrets work, I guess, yeah. I don't know, man, like, maybe I was like more excited for secrets when I was a kid than I am now. Streamer mad because the game is the same game as the other game and it has literally the same name and it's like the same sequel, etc. blah blah blah. I don't know, I was like more excited about Elden Ring, and even though like Elden Ring kind of felt like Dark Souls 4. But Elden Ring I guess was different enough, I don't know. Oh yeah, Civilization 7. I remember when Civilization 6 came out, people were like literally saying the exact same thing about Civ 6 than what they're saying about Civ 7 right now. Like literally the exact same things. They were like, oh my god, it sucks. Civ 5 is never gonna be like, I don't know, like Civ 6 is never gonna be as good as Civ 5, blah blah blah, right? So it was literally the same thing. I mean, I don't know, like Civ 6 had like many patches and many additions and add-ons and stuff, right? Blah blah blah, right? So obviously it's like a lot better now. And yeah, I mean, a fresh like Civ game is gonna have obviously less content, just like how PoE 2 has less content than PoE 1, right?
How long did they think they should last?
I don't know. I mean, I didn't buy Civ 6 because I already had Civ 5 and obviously Civ 6 sucked, right, compared to Civ 5. So obviously I never bought Civ 5. But now I'm like, I mean, back then it was the same, right? So it's probably like the same issue once again. I mean, it's higher armor, right? And it has OA and DA, but why the fuck does it have fire and lightning? And I guess I'll still play. I mean, I can't play it though, because my current one, even though it's of thorns, has higher chaos rest, right? Oh my god, I'm lucky. I probably would still play the new one because of like higher armor though. And chaos rest is honestly not that important in like Act 1 and 2 of Grim Dawn, right? You only need chaos rest in Act 3 in Blood Grove. And by that point you probably have like some other chaos rest gear, right? Gaming culture. Yeah, I don't know, maybe gaming culture is kind of uncultured sometimes. Hyped for Anno 117 Pax Romana. Oh. Wait, there's gonna be an actual Ancient Evil Anno game now? Interesting. Ancient Evil of Attack. There should be like a green item in this game that's just called Evil, right? So you can get Ancient Evil of Attack. That would be poggies. Best gamers are those who call female characters ugly. Yeah, true and real. Those are always the most skillful at any game. The root of all evil. Yeah, maybe the root of all evil should like drop an item called evil. And then you can get ancient evil of attack from the root of all evil. Yo, the Bua, welcome, welcome. How you doing, man? How you doing? Younger generation wants different things, yeah. They changed fighting games completely by adding a lot of flash and instant pushback mechanics like rage arts in Tekken or dive impact in SF6. I guess, yeah. I didn't really like follow fighting games that much. The last fighting game I played was like Tekken 3 basically. So, yeah. Back in my day, they were different. I guess we keep on doing this until we're level 55, right? I don't think there's like anything else we really want to farm. I mean, the Pant's level 60 anyway, and... do you want to cleanse the Ancient Grove? I don't think so. We could like farm Devil's Crossing rep, honestly. How do you farm Devil's Crossing rep? You do bounties, right? Oh my god. Okay, we actually do Devil's Crossing bounties to get an Elena's necklace, right? I guess that's maybe the play, right? Like maybe the actual play. Yeah. At least if you want to like continue playing like cold APB, right? But if you want to like play acid anyway, then you want to play a Witch Hunter. Because honestly like nothing else is good. I mean Dervish is fine, but like it's not good as good as Witch Hunter. And then what? Then you play Vidoth? No. Yeah, Vidoth the Corruptor. No, not Vidoth the Corruptor, the other guy. Primordian? Who wanted like drops the acid +1 to all skills occultist item. I guess you play that one then. Primordian. There's elemental to acid conversion there as well. Yeah, true. But for that guy, just like as for Veloth, right, you would go to Elite real quick. Okay, maybe you actually go Elite real quick, right, on this build. Because, well, in the base game, normal doesn't scale high enough. In the leagues it would, but in the leagues also Elite doesn't exist.
You're not looking for
So like Act 1 Elite is like the only part of Elite I feel like that's like kinda like useful in some situations still, I guess. I mean, this is not dangerous in any way or form for me anyway right now. I mean, I guess like Acid Rest is for some reason not capped. Like I would need this hammer with like flipping Acid Rest actually. But I guess it ain't happening. Single target really is not ABB's forte though, I have to say. Do you need the conversion? You don't need the conversion actually from Primordian. This thing already gives you full conversion anyway for cold. Like that's like why this is also so insanely good. Like not only does it have like 50% more ABBs because you're like reducing your cooldown by 33%, you also have full conversion. In 1.0 you just don't get Aether Chaos Rest, you just dodge. It doesn't convert all flat when you auto attack with LA though. Do you actually do that? Like, do you actually do that much though? I don't know. I mean, not really, right? Kinda, but not really. I wonder if the gun has more single target damage though, because you're losing Shadow Strike. Juggernaut Pog. Civ 6 was super bare bones in release. Everybody was just mad because of how drastically it changed the way you play. I hated it because it looked bad. Visually. In my opinion. But that's like a very interesting opinion, I guess. I think I hated it more because it looked bad than because it had no content. Because to me, like, after playing Civ 5, Civ 6 looked like playing a comic book. So I didn't like it. I don't know. Like, it had like mobile game aesthetics to me personally. Civ 6, that is, compared to Civ 5. But I guess I'm like I don't know, one of those boomer gamers that hates on anything that like remotely looks like a mobile game. Which Civ 6 probably doesn't even do, but at the time, for some reason, it like looked like a mobile game to me, so it stuck in my head as a game that looks like a mobile game, so I will never play it. And then on top of that, like, other people like said, yeah, it's bad because like it's missing all of the stuff, blah blah blah, right? And I was like, yeah, it's the same game as Civ 5 anyway, more or less. So. That said, actually, I think like Civilization would be a great mobile game, actually. Like compared to actual mobile games, I think Civ would be a really good mobile game. Right? Like I legit think it would be a good mobile game, actually. It probably exists already, I don't know. Mobile game stigma, yeah. Sorry, I'm racist towards mobile games. Like, is there a single good mobile game? I think literally all that I've looked at or tried playing for like 5 seconds were all garbage. Like, absolute hot garbage. The Greedy Cave. It's like a turn-based roguelike. I think like anything turn-based should work well on mobile. If it was like properly executed. Like, I mean, back in the day, right, you played like Pokemon on like a Game Boy, right? And like a mobile phone is nothing else than a Game Boy, right? Like when it comes to games, when it comes to like what you can do and what you can't do. Except you also have like touch on top. So why isn't there like a super good like Pokemon lookalike game for mobile that's actually successful, right? Maybe there is, I don't know. Haven't heard of any so far, at least. I tried Titan Quest on mobile, it was pretty okay. Interesting. I mean, Titan Quest is a good game. And I'm happy to hear that it can play fine on mobile too. I would probably never play an RPG on a mobile device. I mean, Diablo, whatever it's called, Diablo Scam, whatever it was called, right? Like Scamablo, Diablo Mortal, right? That's what it's called, right? That one like exists as well, but I don't know. Nintendo sues the shit out of clones. I mean, there were like 5 billion Pokemon, like, or like Final Fantasy likes back in the day too. It doesn't have to be like literally the same game, just like similar-ish mechanics, right? Like, I played like some other like Pokemon-like games back then as well, and they existed just fine. Final Fantasy is Square Enix. Yeah, so it's not Nintendo, right? And it also, I mean, okay, Final Fantasy is not really like Pokemon, but it's a bit different. Can you play Grandon on Steam Deck? You can, yeah. Definitely can. FoA Mobile. Yeah, I don't know. I'd rather have them work on FoA too. Okay, this cave, Primordian, and then we do Wheel Off, right? OG Dragon Quest is sick on mobile? Oh yeah. I can see that, yeah, true. I mean, it's, again, like old games being good, I guess, but... I don't know.
Good, you're back.
Okay, if you play softcore...
Pausing my gaming session for this.
I guess RPGs can feel good on mobile, or like can be fun to play on mobile, let's say it like that. But they will never feel better on mobile than on PC, I think, like, it's impossible. And I don't think hardcore on mobile is like ever gonna be viable in any way or form. So I don't know, like for me, I would, like whenever I would play like a single second of any RPG on a mobile game, like on a mobile phone, I would be like, okay, why the fuck am I not just playing the same game on my PC instead, right? Yo, Birnado, thank you so much for the 13 months. Appreciate the support. How you doing, man? Thank you so much for the support. Pausing your gooning session for this. Nice, man. Appreciate it. Cause you're pooping. I don't know. Do you guys like actually play on the toilet? I mean, even then though, like, wouldn't you want to like rather hurry up? I mean, okay, if you're like at work and you can like successfully skip work by doing that without getting like any fines, I guess, okay. Just Sudoku? Oh yeah, I guess like Sudoku's... I did play like chess or Go on mobile too, like that's fine. Like traditional like board games kind of work. Okay, that's item right here, right? You don't want Wanderer's prefix, but I mean, you get the idea, right? This item right here. If you're an occultist, it's obviously good. Is it even like that good? It doesn't really like do that much either, right? Toilet, just wear adult diapers. Yeah. Yeah, I really like Go actually. Go is a pretty cool game. Okay, I want to switch to flipping poison, right? Like, now. Should like remove Amatok. And go for A-bomb instead. So 2, 4, 6, and this is 9. You just want greens. Throne is such a good devotion for like resistances though. Does A-bomb give any resistances? Poisonous. Okay. It's actually not too bad right now. It's fine to have. And I guess you could also like try Crane for elemental res, or wait, there's like one point you can put here and try 2 for poison res. Manticore gives you poison res too, actually. Okay. So Manticore point would like fix the Nightblade poison res problem here. So then like for ultimate, you would kinda just wanna get more Aether Rest and Vitality Rest, and that's it. Okay, cool. Let's farm Veloth, right? We need to farm Veloth. The Corruptor.
Welcome, Reader. Excellent.
Come see what's left of my wares.
Is this one good? It has Aether Rest. Okay, I don't think we're like getting to our new build today, but I'll play a new build next time, next stream.
Greetings, farewell. What troubles you? Farewell.
Hold on, we can just like put points in cunning here, right? And equip a gun that way. There we go.
Let me clear your mind of regrets.
Plus 17 to ABB. Why is there like no points to the... Okay, why the fuck did Crate change the plus 4 on this gun from Lethal Assault to ABB? When like everything else already gives you like 5 billion points to ABB and nothing to Lethal Assault? Huh? Like, why do both of the rings and the helmet give you plus 3 to ABB? And now the gun does too. Like, what the hell? Why did they change this? And the metal too, like, what the hell? Like, one of these should be like Lethal Assault instead of ABB.
Let me clear your mind of regrets.
Such a weird change.
Farewell.
Is the add-on for Grim Dawn out yet? Not yet, no. It will come out later this year. Should max out the Merciless repertoire actually as well now. Yeah. And I mean, you would like also choose your second class, of course. But later.
Let me clear your mind of
Obviously, we're not gonna need this anymore. And instead, we're gonna pick Manticore. We don't have a skill for this. What the hell? Oh, you need to like play Curse of Frailty for this, right? You need to be a like a witch hunter. Did ABB? I feel like it's only viable on like 2 classes, right? It's like witch hunter and infiltrator, maybe spellbreaker actually, but like new expansion. Because there's like some other items that you haven't seen yet that are pretty interesting too. Well, that I have seen them, and they are pretty interesting. Yeah.
I sense turmoil within you.
Do I need that many blues? I need 5 blues, right? I need like 2 blues somewhere. Okay, what kind of rest does Wretch give? It gives some rest too, right? Bleeding rest. Honestly, Wretch is the play maybe here. But Eel is also good actually. Hang on. If you play Reg,
Let me clear your
you could remove Jackal and Eel. And this, of course.
safe journey.
To go for A-bomb. I got out faster. I could like pick Hawk for like ranged cunning reduction. Or Raven. You probably want both actually. Do you want Ugol too on Witch Hunter? Maybe. I mean, you have no DR otherwise. So Black Blood of Ugol is kind of nice to have. You bought Grim Dawn some days ago. I love the atmosphere and that's like best slot game. I mean, in my opinion, like Grim Dawn is by far the best single player ARPG there is. The only like downside for single player or like for the game in general is like kind of a dated engine and like slightly dated graphics for sure. But the game itself is insane. For multiplayer, it's obviously not that great because it has no like official servers and there is multiplayer, like peer-to-peer multiplayer, but like if you don't have like a buddy to play with regularly and your connection towards each other isn't good, right? If you don't have those two things, then it's gonna be kind of like a bad experience for multiplayer. I mean, I love the way everything is styled too. Like, I think it all like fits very well together. Like the aesthetics and the models, they all look great. But you can also see that they're like from maybe like 2010-ish, right? They're not like 2025 kind of graphics anymore.
Safe journey.
But I mean, graphics aren't everything, right? Like, I think they're fine enough. And the game is definitely great. So, yeah. Okay, we got like new devotions, right? These new devotions gave me a lot of poison rust, which means I would have like almost capped poison rust in ultimate now. I did lose some pierce resistance though, which means I would have like 31 below cap pierce rust. I could like try to get some more pierce rust by like, putting more points in phantasmal armor, but it's not gonna like help that much. I think it's only gonna be like 1% more literally. And these resistances down here are also like still kind of bad. So what we can definitely do is we can like try to farm these rings again and hope for better affixes. And also, oh yeah, I have an imbued silver that I'm not applying right now. So Chaos Rust, either Chaos Rust, or I just like wait, I just craft a.
Give you a good price on what we've got left.
This fucking item, dude. The total speed item. But I actually need the total speed right now, what the hell? Because my boots don't have attacks, like movement speed. Okay, I mean that should be like easy to fix, right? If you do something like this, oh shit, not enough cunning, are you kidding me? That's double Chaos Rust. Okay, we gotta like... We're gonna farm Veloth and this other guy a bit. And probably craft Purified Salt maybe. I mean, I don't need it for this guy, right? I saw that the users compete in boss runs on the official Grim Dawn website.
Captain send you over. Well, since
There's like endgame modes, right? There's endgame modes against the like celestial super bosses. There's endgame modes against the like Crucible, like the Crucible, Shattered Realm, as well as like some celestial bosses, some like less, some more hidden. That's like the endgame, and people like complete like killing those like in certain times. They still like do that in single player most of the time though. They compete like they compare rather their times that they're getting in single player. Because multiplayer Grim Dawn is, I don't know, it's not like a big scene, I would say. I mean, there's been like a couple of people that like pushed the Shattered Realm like as deep as possible, basically. The screen ABB looks pretty cool, I gotta say though. Looks pretty nice. I wanna play the season mod, because I wanna eventually like update a couple of my like leveling guides for Pangs of Asticorn, and I do prefer to be like non-season for that for now. But yeah, I could play some more season builds, honestly, it would be fun. Why do people spend $1,000 on graphic cards? Yeah, I don't understand either. I mean, I didn't. Energy is an actual issue with ABB though. It's interesting. I wonder if Hydra is like worth picking up now. This one has like physical to acid conversion, which, well, Hydra would benefit off. And then you would get like some more movement speed, right? Like max movement speed. Oh boy, single target though. Yeah. Oh my god. Why is ABB single target so bad? Is this the Nightblade experience you guys were like waiting for? Not really, right? Okay, this one has Poison Rest, Pierce Rest, Aether Rest, all kinds of rests. Definitely already better than what I have. Gun damage XD, guns are fine. Okay, you know what? Let's try one other devotion here real quick.
What troubles you?
Oh, fuck, this actually needs purples? What the hell? Hold the phone. How do you even get that reasonably? It's gotta be like Eye of the Guardian, right? Wait, what? I already have it as well. Okay, let's not try Hydra down yet. Okay, let's see. I have like 5 billion guides that you might want to check out if you really want to build like with a guide. You don't have to build with a guide, I would say, in Grim Dawn, but it certainly helps. Whatever you prefer, basically. Hold on. Awesome. Okay, right. Keep all your money to Nvidia only for them to lose half a trillion one day. Well, that's, I guess, what you would call the DeepSeek incident. This is better damage than a gun, really? I don't know. It's about the same. Nightblade is busted. I mean, Nightblade is not busted for ranged at all. It literally has like one skill for range that can be used for ranged, which is ABB. It's gonna be better in all other classes. I mean, Prime Strike 2 End, for example, is giga fine. I mean, I've played that like many times. That is very, very fine. Okay, we try the... Oh my god, switch around here. I mean... It's like the same damage, right? I don't think it's like more damage, really. Cadence Turnet Gun? Cadence Turnet Gun is better than Cadence Turnet Melee. That's for sure. Cadence Turnet Melee for leveling is absolute giga trash. Like, Cadence Turnet Gun at least has pass-through. It has AoE because of that. Okay, so we got like 2 rings, but are these actually better than before, or...? After 10 points invested? Well, yeah, but like melee can't ever get there, right? Quill, maybe? Yeah, I mean, I think if you don't want the active from Guardian's Gaze, you play Toad for the leech, actually, because of this node. And what had to rust. I mean, okay, if you need like Aether resistance, then you can play Quill. But ultimately, Toad is gonna be way better than Quill, at least for this build. If you continue to like play with the gun and you play ranged. Okay, if you compare this gun, right, that I have right now, to the Promise Strike gun, right? I think there's 2 very noticeable differences. Number 1. The Prime Strike gun has 100% pass-through. This one has 40%. Number 2, the Prime Strike gun has more cooldown reduction to Prime Strike than this one. And you can just spam Prime Strike anyway by simply like taking the transmitter, right? So why does this gun not have 100% pass-through and or spammable ABB? We will never know. Like cooldown based and then like chance based pass through on top just feels not good, I think. I don't know. So Mace is better. I mean, the affixes on the Mace are way better, that's why the Mace is better right now. And this is flippin' Plague Bearer's prefix. Honestly, the of alacrity suffix is not that great in either of them. Like, it doesn't really do that much, I personally think, yeah. Okay, we can switch these and then use this, right? This will fix Pierce, Poison, Elemental is fixed too, Chaos. Yeah, Chaos is a problem. Why is Chaos a problem now? Oh yeah, because of no Imbued Silver, I guess. And I mean, you don't need Chaos right away, right? You can just like wait until you can equip like these, for example. Vitality is a bigger problem actually, I would say. What I mean... Oh wait, I was using Ectoplasm even. If... I mean, okay, now Vitality is no longer a problem. Yeah, okay. We have a flippin' Order of Thorns. Helmet, aye. Oh well. I mean, this is definitely like ultimate ready right now, right? Like if I go to ultimate now, like this, as you can see, should be fine, right? Otherwise for fire retaliation. Wait, lightning's not fine. Oh, no, I have to press this button, there we go. 69 Aether, 44 Chaos. Oh yeah, because I need to put on the thing, right? I mean, it kind of depends like what you want to do, right? You can play Fire Aegis retail, I think. Okay, here's like one other like reason why ranged acid at least is a little weak. I mean, apart from this build, I guess, if you like go Witch Hunter, right? And like this is probably like the strongest ranged acid build you can do. But there's an item called Vitriolic Gallstone, right? And this thing gives you like even more acid damage, which you can put on a melee weapon. But you can't put it on the ranged weapon. Oh well. Maybe B itself has higher DPS, of course, with a gun, but this thing will like make you have way more damage with Ring of Steel, and that was like way more damage with Shadow Strike as well. Yeah, it's a little rough, not gonna lie. I mean, this is definitely like still a viable way to play like
You're not looking good.
a Nightblade, and also the level of Nightblade. Just like comparing it to like some other like, well, borderline broken stuff that you could do in the game and stuff. I mean, melee will always deal more damage than gun, like that's just how it is. Like, the base damage of a gun is really like balanced around that as well, right? Like the gun has 136, like both items are over 55. The gun has 136 to 165 base acid damage. The two-handed red has 132, it's like the same like min. It has like up to 324 acid damage, right? So it's like almost double the max roll. So you have like a way higher like variety, or I mean not variety but like variance when it comes to like minute max hit. But not only that, well, your average hit is gonna be like way higher as well. Like if I switch to this here, like for like single target face tanking, obviously the melee weapon is gonna do more damage, yeah. Because for single target you can use Shadow Strike then as well on top. And ABB is, yeah, not that great for single target anyway. And it's kind of like the trade-off, right? You're like ranged and safe and you kind of kite around. And you have better AoE actually, because you do have like pass-through on ABB, or at least like a chance for that. Which, I don't know. Maybe it's not strong enough. It could be higher, I think. But I mean, as you can see, like this is totally fine to like go to ultimate weapon level, like with 69 Aether Res and 64 Chaos Res. You don't need the Chaos Res at this point anyway at all, and 69 Aether Res is also kind of nice. Ideally, you should like work on your Aether Res next first, and then on the Chaos Res. Asterstead, welcome, welcome. Also, Aranaf, welcome on, guys. Long time since I checked out Ingram Dawn. Is that expansion out yet? Not yet, no. It will come out later this year. Yeah, I think for single target I really like want to actually switch to melee. But yeah, these two weapons honestly like are complementing each other nicely, like this gun and this Bodyguard's Crusher. They're pretty nice together. Oh, build, yeah, I should like probably give you a new build. Grim tools now as well. Hang on, 1 second. New link. Gun is in the second offhand. Like in the second main hand. Kinda new to the game, just had a question. I'm running a Vitality Oppressor right now, currently using melee with a shield. Is that viable, or is there a better choice to go for a 2-handed melee weapon? Vitality Oppressor, wait, Oppressor is Necromancer and Oathkeeper, right? Vitality Oppressor. Hold the phone. I mean, what weapon are you running right now? Also, what level are you? This poison like deals physical damage too. That's why I'm like taking so much damage there. Because I mean, I do have actually like decent physical resistance, but my armor is not super good right now, I guess. More of the damned, yeah. Yeah, I'm also like thinking that like while leveling, two-handed is probably better for Oppressor, and like for endgame, shield is like with specific gear, like sword and board is like also great, but you can dual wield the bone scythes actually, and then just spam Bone Harvest as your main ability. So like two-hand or dual wield is probably better than one-hand shield for now. I mean, I'd actually, I mean, Oathkeeper does have like some pretty decent bonuses from like Safeguard with a shield, right? And I guess you could also like use the weapon pool skills in between. I mean, I assume you're playing like Righteous Fervor, Safeguard, Bone Harvest, that kind of stuff, right? And I hope you're actually not playing the Transmuter on RF that converts your physical damage to acid. I mean, you probably are, right? You're probably using that. I mean, maybe you're not. Like, that one is kind of tricky to understand, in my opinion. Like, I feel like many people get baited into, like, trying to use that. Like, the thing is... Righteous Fervor has, like, burn damage and physical damage on it, right? And burn damage in this game, or, like, dot damage in general, from the same source doesn't stack. It's like you're not applying like multiple burn stacks on like an enemy when you're like hit the enemy multiple times. So like if you convert, like if you're using the transmute, like the green crystal thingy, right? And you're converting the fires, also the burn damage, to vitality or like vitality decay in that case. It's not actually like doing that much because it's like not stacking really properly. And also, well, you're losing the physical damage, right? Which you could be converting to vitality with an item that has like physical to vitality conversion, which you could also like just get on a prefix on a green item. So I think the Transmuter is like most of the time only good for acid builds, but like for vitality builds, it's kind of a bait. You're probably like dealing more damage without it than with it. Blue Rook's weapon has conversion. Okay, but like what kind of conversion is that again? On Blue Rooks? Isn't that like a Word of Pain item actually? But it's ally to vitality? You want like... I mean, this is good for Bone Harvest, right, as well. You could like dual wield this for like vitality RF, right? That's so weird. I mean, okay, if you want, right, you can like send me your build and we can like check out what you're playing right now. You need to like go to this website right here. This is like this is like path of building for Grim Dawn basically, right? Grim Tools. You click on import here and then like import your player.gdc file. And then you can like share the link as well after importing it, and you can like look at your build as it is right now, which is kind of nice. Didn't know the dot didn't stack. So like dots do stack from like different abilities, right? So like if, for example, if I use Shadow Strike, which has poison damage here, and if I use Ring of Steel, which gets poison damage from this item, and I use like, I don't know, maybe some other like poison damage ability, then those would all stack. But from the same source, as in like the same skill, they don't stack. Unless it's like multiple pets, then they do stack, right? If you have like, for example, the Storm Totem skill from Shaman, if you like put down 3 storm totems, for example, then like each storm totem will apply their dot, and each totem is gonna count as like a different source. So those can stack. But yeah, the burn damage from Righteous Fervor cannot stack. Yeah, the Guardians of Empyrean, right? Like the Guardian bros that you're probably also using at the end of the tree. That you can also convert to be like Asset Vitality Guardians. They have like a dot as well, I think, which can stack, like not from themselves, but like from... Like the one from the first Guardian is gonna stack with the one from the second Guardian. But like one Guardian can't like stack its own attack, like dot wise. Okay, I'm playing this flippin' item, right? And honestly, just because of like mobility from Shadow Strike, I don't even want to like play my gun anymore. This is so stupid. Okay, maybe for this pack I want to play the gun. Let's see here. Yeah, for this pack, okay, like the gun is kind of cool, I guess. But yeah, if you compare it to like Promise Strike gun, this gun needs a buff. There are some guns that are fine. There are some that are fine, but this one... I don't know. Like for endgame, this gun is actually decent too, but... Maybe. I don't know, I've seen it being decent, but I don't know. Honestly, they could definitely like buff this, I think. Minimum recommended armor for rating for like a level 100 endgame character on any class. I mean, it depends like what you're playing, but... I would say like bare minimum is like 2000 ish. I mean, some casters I guess can also exist with like 1.8, 1.9k, but usually it's like 2k. I mean, I think like after they buffed like some armor values, it should be like 2k on any build at least. Like 2k is like caster armor, and then like 2.5k is maybe like medium armor, and at least 3k for like anything like that pretends to be somewhat heavy. But I mean, actual heavy armor builds are like 4k, 5k maybe even. But that's like not every build. That's like rather specific builds only. Like this gun, for example, I think would be totally fine if it just had like full pass through on every single attack, or if it had like full CDR to ABB, that would also be fine. Like it could have like full CDR and just be like energy, like gated. Right. I don't know. Yeah, okay. Just use the melee weapon for single target, right? Dodge this. Jump around here. It really is better, I guess. In this case. Go to options for Shattered Realm. Oh, potions. I mean, ideally you don't need any. But Elixir of the Drangul is always nice if you just want like some more offensive and defensive ability. And what else is there? I mean... Whichever resistance is like bad for you, right?
Move along now.
Your Pyro has like 1.5k armor only. Is that the Harbinger Pyro or? Or like a Dark Blaze Pyro? And also like Pyro has like some more physical resistance, I guess. The more physical resistance you have, and also like the more flat resistance, I mean flat absorption you have, the less armor you need technically. But Witch Hunter like doesn't, like Pyro doesn't really okay, yeah, you have Blast Shield, true, yeah, Blast Shield is fine. Yeah. It still sounds like a bit too low for me to play it on hardcore at least, but you do have Blast Shield at least. As long as you like play around that, you're fine. Yeah, 30 physical resistance isn't that bad either, I guess. Not hardcore. Yeah, I only play hardcore, so I only judge stuff by hardcore standards usually. And like my builds aren't even like built for ZDPS. They're like there are many other like hardcore players that like build way tankier than I do. But also I feel like they do so more often than not at the cost of damage, and I don't know. You do need damage, right? Like killing the enemy is the best way to not die. Infiltrator should have like plenty of armor now actually. Like Nightblade has armor and Inquisitor has armor. Like how do you have low armor and a Infiltrator? I don't see like Infiltrators having bad armor actually ever. At least not anymore. Does Doombolt calculate the like double hit? In the sheet or not? Like when you directly hit with Doombolt, right? Like hits twice basically, or like doubles the damage. Does it calculate that? I think it does, right? I gotta say the affixes on the gun aren't good at all actually for this build. Like you want like plague bearers of corrosion basically, instead of corrosive of alacrity. Like attack speed does nothing, so you don't need that. As long as your like main ability has a cooldown, right? Kinda is useless. Alright. Do I even like keep playing this character? I don't think so. Obviously it's like ultimate viable, but I have to say I'm a bit disappointed in the gun. I thought this would feel a bit better at the stage, but I guess it is just a Nightblade for the gun, which is playable with this very gun, but even with this gun it's not like that great. And ultimately, like, Bolagor's Crusher is probably just the best, like, 200 acid weapon if you wanna, like, play 200 acid Nightblade. If you wanna, like, play 200 cold acid, cold Nightblade, you play, like, Alchemist Sight, like I did earlier. If you wanna play dual wield, right, you play Spectral Longswords for cold, or you play, like, the Reptilian Slicers for melee acid, or you play, Ganavakar's Thing if you were a Dervish. Or you play the Reptilian Slicers if you want to like play like dual wield Pierce, right? 200 Pierce for leveling, I don't think exists really. I don't think that exists at all, right? I mean, there's like Blade Fury, the 200 Pierce weapon, the blue one. But it has like, it's a blue item, right? Like how good can it be? It can be like decent, but never like actually great. Bone Bleach Halberd. Technically true, yeah. You're not even wrong about that. But I mean, good luck getting it.
What's with I?
Technically true. Not wrong at all. Like, if you do get the pass through, it feels kind of nice. But I don't know why it's not 100% pass through, man. Like, Satch. Okay, I mean, even if it had like permanent pass through, it would just be more AoE, right? But like not more single target. And usually you're gonna combine this with a Witch Hunter anyway, which would give you rather more. If you play like Pox on top. And would you even play Pox on top though? Probably not actually. Why would you? Level with pets as a Witch Hunter? Yikes. Nah, you just level with like... I mean, the fastest way to level a Witch Hunter is gonna be like dual with melee outside with like Rift Scorch Slicers. I'm pretty sure. Like it has... Like Nightblade is just busted. Like dual wield Nightblade is busted. This right here is... it's okay too, but... I think compared to dual wield melee, it's just... Like, it is definitely worse. Both variants. Crow's busted too. You gotta like gear for the crown, stuff like that. It's kinda annoying. I don't like the crown that much. I mean, I don't like pets in general that much, I guess. I kinda wanna try Hydra though. Hang on, so how does it feel if you have Hydra with this weapon? Like, maybe that's what you need, but like, Hydra doesn't do that much for this build either. Like, Hydra is great, or like, a lot better if you are actually like attack speed based, right?
Greetings, child.
But like, you have a cooldown on this ability, so...
Farewell.
Shit, you have to do some other stuff here.
within you.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Safe journey. Let me clear your mind of regrets.
What? Doesn't this give the same? Oh no, it doesn't. Fuck, I'm stupid. Okay, we don't need this then, right? Hang on. We could remove Behemoth. Yeah.
Safe journey.
Let's remove that for now. I gotta play Blade Spirits, right?
Stay strong.
Put us on Blade Spirits. That's funny. Okay, let's play a little bit longer here then. Since I do wanna try like how Hydra changes things. We have more movement speed now, which is nice. I should have like sold. Actually, I did sell stuff. But like the cooldown on this ability is just like too long, man. I wonder how good Dervish is for like CDR then actually. Like, usually you always play Witch Hunter Rust, but maybe you play Dervish for some reason. Dervish does also get like another weapon pool skill that you could like use between like cooldowns. It has passed through. But like your non-ABB hits just suck completely, right? Unless you play RF, I guess, which you could also do as a Dervish. Maybe Dervish is better for the skin than I thought it is. Like the Witch Hunter bonuses aren't even like doing that much, right? I mean, this weapon you definitely play as a Witch Hunter. I think like 100%. It's just like so much poison damage to Blood 3 and so on as well. But the gun... I was like convinced it's a Witch Hunter item as well, but... maybe not. Maybe it would be better on Dervish after all. That was the last time I played guns to level them. I mean, I leveled any Promise Strike Shaman like that. But yeah, Promise Strike Shaman is also like... I guess the best like gun-leveling build there is in the game. Which is also better AoE than single target, to be fair. Wanna try a code-based Nightblade and something? What second class would I... That would be good. Yeah, there's like actually many. Just like Celadring said, like Arcanus, Necromancer, Shaman, Inquisitor. You can also do Demolitionist, actually, even though it doesn't really look like a cold class, but Saboteur is actually a decent cold build too. Or Fire as well. Cold is probably easier to build though. Okay, with Hydra I gotta say, like with the additional movement speed, this does feel fun. Like a lot more fun to play, I gotta say. And I guess if you play RF as a filler, your single target also becomes a lot better. Having a fire retaliation build right now, not having any control over Messenger of War feels kinda bad. Yeah. That's true. That's, I guess, kinda how it is. Unfortunately. RF doesn't know, but the weapon pool skill has, right? RF itself would just mostly help with single target. Yeah, it's only smite, exactly. Which is why I'm like kind of surprised why this gun doesn't have like full pass-through when Promise Strike gun does have that. And Promise Strike you can spam and this one you can't, like it makes no sense. I know there's like endgame itemization that also like allows you to spam like ABB, but I think it's like fire ABB, right? So it's weird. And it's like one-handed melee, but there's also like fire on a conduit. Which wouldn't work well with this gun, obviously. Pierce. Reynard says Pierce is the best damage shot in the game now. I mean, he has a like Nightblade bias. I do wanna try like Pierce duo with Nightblade leveling, because I think that actually has improved quite a bit compared to before. I mean, Coil was always insane, Acid has improved, and I think Pierce has improved a lot as well. And I haven't really like tried it in quite some time, yeah. I think for Act 1 though, you still play ABB on like any Nightblade. Because otherwise you have literally no AoE whatsoever. You mean the daggers? Yeah. It is an Act 1 drop technically, but it's kind of rare. But yeah, it does drop in Act 1 too. Would I play Titan Quest 2 Early Access? I mean, whenever it's like public Early Access, I will definitely play it, yeah. I kind of wanted to like write the devs, because they are like Munich based and I live in Munich too, so... I could like, I don't know, check out their studio maybe, or do something like that, I don't know, maybe like some cool thing, who knows. There's some potential there. Do something cool with them maybe, but I didn't have all too much time recently. Oh, Pure Squir's Tales? Oh yeah, right. Oh yeah, that one. Yeah, true. That one is fine too, yeah. Already an act one, yeah. True. Oh yeah, duel with acid is just insane. But if you play acid, you always play ABB as well, because of like lethal assault, right? Like, why wouldn't you? Just too good. This is a complete fresh start right now, yeah.
Good, you're back.
Hello.
Hallo Aya.
Hello. Thanks so much. Thank you so much for the 34 months, Grab. Welcome on. How you doing? I'm about to fall asleep, so I'll probably like just go to sleep after Warden Krieger right here. Thanks so much for the reset. 34 billion years of being a bloomer.
Just the person I'm looking for.
Holy moly, Cedring with the 10 gifted subs as well. Arturius, Striped Camel, Naomi, Wiley, Taprobane, Totenshine, Misha Chair, Johnny, Lonely Bar, No Finish 18. Congratulations on becoming a bloomer and receiving a gifted sub by Cedring. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. Welcome. Is my cam not focused? Oh yeah, you're actually right, I think, yeah. Sometimes it like goes out of focus for some reason, for like actually no reason, but it do be like that sometimes. Yep. That is being... I don't know, cam is being retarded. I'm sorry. Our word. In your opinion, what's the best dual-wield saboteur? I don't know if it's... Is it like next in Ortus Code or next in Ortus Fire? It's been like a close battle between the two since a couple of patches, I feel like. Oh, did they like change next in Ortus actually now to no longer work like that? Like I remember like Saboteur specifically getting like some nerfs, I think like last patch. Okay, like the flippin' acid on this is just too good, right? Poison, I mean. I could like play this for ABB, right? And then like every now and then go melee, put everything else steel on there and with like the additional poison damage. It seems like a very stressful gameplay though. Right. Ain't no Grim Dawn player has gonna play that like this, right? I mean, some people might, maybe. Crimson Lotus, what is that again? This is a belt, right? Interesting. So, Fire, Vitality, Oathkeeper belt. Mostly fire. Cool. Rhyme Tongue Saboteur, in your opinion? A Rhyme Tongue. With like cold grenados. And I played that too, it's a really fun build. I played like Rhyme Tongue... Wait, I played like... No, I actually didn't play Rhyme Tongue, right? Like I played Cold Grenado before Rhyme Tongue was like the set for it. They like changed Rhyme Tongue at some point. Because like Rhyme Tongue, or like Cold Grenade rather, was like better without Rhyme Tongue than it was with Rhyme Tongue. Then I think they changed Rhyme Tongue to be like at least equally good now. I guess. Rantang was a really weird set for a long time. Not gonna lie. Oops. Don't wanna sell these, do we? Good night, Hespera. Good night, good night, good night. Alright, we got to level 60. I mean, you can be level 60 solo Nightblade if you really want to, but I wouldn't advise that. Right, if you want to play as a Nightblade, then choose Witch Hunter or Dervish. Also, investing into this skill makes no sense. Like, it doesn't even deal acid damage. I'm just doing it because I don't have anything else to like put points into, right, I guess. I mean, I could like put points here or here or here, I guess, but they really should just go like here or here, right? Which second class I'll play though, I'll figure out maybe until whatever I'm gonna play this character next time, which isn't gonna be anytime soon, I think. We're gonna play a new build next stream. I kind of wanted to start a new one already this stream, but this character took a little bit longer than I expected to be ultimate ready. Hope you still enjoyed this stream today and this character today. I am tired as fuck, so I'm just gonna bail, I guess. Hope you guys don't mind too much. I'll be back next week on Tuesday, probably. And then next week is gonna be last week of my exams for the time being, so hopefully I'll be able to like stream 3 times a week after that and not 2 times. So we can like get through some of these characters a bit quicker in the future again. I'll also start working on like whatever I want to do for season 8, I guess, during my like semester. During the off semester rather, and also maybe like actually have time to convert all the content that we've been like recording so far into actual guides already for Fangs of Astakarn, to like maybe update some of these like guides. Or maybe I'll just like stream a bit more even on top, because there's like still many things I haven't like really properly tried for this patch, I feel like. So yeah. What do you want to see next time, guys? I'm thinking of like maybe like doing Fast Strike Demolitionist, because it got like some pretty decent buffs, I think, as well. And that is a ranged build, and like some guy in chat keeps saying guns are terrible, but yeah. I don't think that's necessarily true. Some guns are not the best, but yeah. Pets? Oof. What class for pets even? Like Necromancer? I guess Necromancer maybe, yeah. Kinda wanna like try Necromancer too. Flesh Warped Carbine. Wait, that's the Aether twin-hit gun, right? What the hell kind of build is that even? It's like a twin gun spellbinder or some shit like that, right? Like, what the hell? Barrelsmith Crossfire build. We're not doing endgame builds the next couple of weeks. We're only gonna do like level 1 to 50, level 1 to 60 builds, kind of basically. Otherwise, I mean, I'm gonna like do some endgame builds as well eventually again, but endgame is gonna be like crazy different anyway with Fangs of Astakarn, I feel like. And yeah, I'll rather pair endgame builds on the test patch, I feel like, and do like this leveling stuff right here, right now instead. It's an Aether Cadence Battle Mage gun. What? Aether Cadence Battle Mage gun. I don't think that's a build even.